Right, good evening, everyone. Just a little update on what's happening. As you know, over here in the British countryside, we've had nothing but rain and cold, blowy gust of winds, and it's meant to be forecast that for the next 2 weeks, apart for 2 days. I think the next clear day is going to be Wednesday, and then probably next Wednesday, then maybe a day the following week. So, because of the bad weather, I won't be going out. I don't want to be getting soaking wet and ending up with colds and flus and pneumonia and whatever, and ending up staying in bed for the next God knows how long. The British weather doesn't know, what to do with itself at the moment. It's like a gust outside at the moment by looking at my CCTV camera. Tomorrow is supposed to be like partially cloudy but scattered sunshine, but it's also going to be like scattered night showers during the daytime as well from like midday onwards, and I don't really want to be out in the rain. Some people are okay doing it out in the rain, but I don't like being out in the rain because like it kind of makes the ground too like muddy and slippery, and and like it screws up your equipment some of the time. So you might not see no videos for a couple of days until the weather changes anyway. Also, my videos are a bit long. I do apologise about that. I do tend to talk a lot on there. I'm a bit like my dad. He always used to talk when he was alive. So like father, like son, or like son, like father, or whatever, I suppose. But what I'm going to do is try to cut down on the chit chatter. I'm going to definitely try to cut down on the moaning and groaning and bitching about my pinpointers not working, which I still don't. So nothing but problem after problem and problem after problem with pinpointers. The two gold hunters that I have got, I've been talking to the eBay sellers, telling them that they're 40, and they've promised to send me new ones, but we'll send you a replacement one as soon as we can. Yeah. Well, I've had that done before, kind of thing, but on a different item I bought. I can't remember what it was. I had a problem with something, and I told them it wasn't working. I said, we'll send you a replacement one, and I never got a replacement one, and I never got a refund. And I told that to one of the actual eBay sellers who sold me one of the Gold Hunter pinpointers, and they go, "Oh, don't worry, we're trustworthy, we're honest, we're understandable, we always keep our promise." But looking at their reviews, they have got quite a few negative feedback, actually, to be honest with you. I think they're like feedback on Facebook, well, not Facebook, on eBay is around about 80% or something, kind of thing. But it ain't just on pinpointers, they're negative feedback. It's more on, like other kind of stuff that people buy from them, like clothes, electronics, and, makeup and all that kind of stuff, But yeah, both of them have actually said that they're going to try to sort it out. One of them said that they're definitely going to be sending me a replacement one if I close the return dispute. And I said, no, I'm not going to close it down until I get a replacement one. And once I get the replacement one, I'll close it down and send you the 41 back. No, because if I send them back my 41, how do I know I'm going to get a replacement or even a refund, kind of thing? I know normally with, dealing with businesses, you do have to send it back, and you keep like the tracking information, but they can turn around and say, hey, we didn't receive it, kind of thing. Might got sent to the wrong door and someone else signed for it, So I'll go and wait until Monday and see what they say. And if both of them turn around and say, look, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait for a replacement one, I'm just going to put a dispute in and let eBay deal with it. Because at the moment, it's just one of them that have opened a dispute, a return to dispute, that is. And they say, oh, look, we're speaking to our technical department, you know, send us a video, which I've done. Oh, the technical department said, like, do this and do that and do this and do that. And I said, look, don't treat me like an idiot. I've done what I've done because, like, you know, I've showed you how I operate it. You know, I've been milk detecting for a year and a half. I ain't that stupid, you know, kind of thing. So stop making me look stupid. You know, they've asked me to change it over batteries. You know, don't turn it on near a metal object. You know, turn it on before you get to a metal object and all this kind of crap, you know. So they're just trying to make me look like an imbecile. So one of them actually has said that they will send a replacement as soon as possible. Another one said that they are sending a replacement one, but they can't tell when it's going to be here because of the Christmas period and the, you know, the postal situation. You know, there's going to be delays in the postal system or anything to fob me off. So I told them I wanted one by the weekend, which I've not got. So Monday, I'm going to be owing an eBay dispute on both of them, and I'm going to send them both back and get a refund. Unless the replacement one does turn up by Monday, which I can't see, but if one does, then I'll just send the faulty one back, or one of them anyway, and then I have to wait to see what happens to the other one. But yeah, I've been doing some more video reviews. There's an Australian guy who done a kind of a review of a pinpointer, an underwater pinpointer that he uses in the Australian Sea for looking, like, you know, for lost treasures and helping people to find, like, you know, lost rings and whatnot. And he left the name of the pinpointer in his description. I found it on I think on eBay or either on eBay or Amazon, and they were about £50-60. So I think about that. Or if I should get my money back on both the Gold Hunter pinpointers, I'd probably put the money on to, like, more of a better one, like a Minelab or a Garrett or something, you know, kind of thing. Because at least Minelab and, you know, Garrett will actually sort the issue out straight away, not like, you know, these bloody eBay sellers, you know, which import stuff from China, and probably Chinese, you know, themselves, and they run businesses in the UK, and they don't give a damn on, you know, getting, you know, replacements out to you, or, you know, giving you money back, you know, kind of thing. So the pinpointers, you know, I'm still having problems with, and I'm moaning and bitching on my videos, so apologies about that. So I do talk a lot on the videos. Can't help that, just that's the way I am. But I will try to cut the chit chat down on some of my videos in the future. And if I do a long video, like my last one was like an hour and a half, then what I might consider doing is that, you know, longer videos, I'll probably split into two, part one, part two. Upload part one and give it a day or two, then upload part two. So that's what I'm planning to do with my videos, because I don't like editing videos or whatever. You know, I'm no good at editing, so I tend to put my videos up raw, uncut, and, you know, as they are. But I am looking at, you know, doing bits and pieces with them. The thing with videos, like, you know, I want to show you what I find and what I don't find, you know, kind of thing, or, you know, what good stuff I do find and what crappy stuff I find. Like, you know, there are people out there who do videos like Clegg, what was his name? West County Clegg, or whatever it is. Guy, you know, that guy makes me laugh. He does, because his video content, West County Clegg, yeah, is pretty good. You know, it show you actually doing a complete dig sometimes, and sometimes they say, well, I just dug this, and, like, you know, it sounded like crappy, and I didn't want to, like, bore you with me, like, digging a crappy signal. And sometimes these crappy signals turns out to be good stuff coming out the hole. So I do like watching videos like that. But I have seen a few people having like snidey, nasty comments being left on their YouTube channel saying, "Well, no, you're only showing the good stuff. Why aren't you showing the bad stuff? Because the good stuff you could be planting, and how do we know that you dug that kind of thing?" Well, it's more trust, I suppose, in one way, and not only that, I'm not saying there is, and I'm not saying right, but and I'm not being funny, but I think some people might actually do that. They know they're not finding nothing much decent, so they take a few coins with them and like plant them and dig them up, kind of thing. So I saw one YouTube channel which kind of like made me like watch one or two of his clips kind of several times, because like he's always dead accurate what he's finding, kind of thing. He's scanning his detector over and he's going, "Oh, that's going to be like a hammered coin." And as he's scanning, you can see, I've noticed that the turf looks kind of like disruptive kind of thing. It looks like it's already been dug before, just like it's been like covered over again, kind of thing. I'm not saying a lot of people do this, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple of people out there who likes to try to like fool some of their viewers and make it look like it hasn't been dug when it has been dug. Because this particular video I saw, they said I was going to be hammered coin, and they've dug the hole up and they've pinpointed it right on top of the actual coin itself and said, "There, told you, pinpointing, hammered coin." And it's not excited that, where most people would be, unless it's like digging hammer coins, constantly kind of thing, I think some people do tend to like, and I hate to say, fake their finds, I think sometimes, because as I say, this video I was watching the other night, you could tell that, the earth had been disturbed, his detector's picked up a signal, he's dug it, he uses his pinpointer, and his pinpointer actually went straight on the object. He's just moved it a couple of like inches, and the bloody coins popped out, without even doing any more kind of like digging or anything, but there are genuine people out there like West Country Clegg, where he does digs, and if he hasn't found nothing, like he say, "Well, just dug this hole," and like it's just like crap. And he also does like quite a few live digs as well. You can see that he's digging generally, and sometimes he can't even find the object. He's digging even further down, thinking it's still in the ground when it's on or in the clog, kind of thing. And that guy cracks me up. He does. I'll have to meet up with him sometime, but that ain't gonna ever happen. Wouldn't be able to afford to go up where he lives. But another thing that I can't stand, right, where some of the detectors that when I was out the other day detecting, I went to a location and I found several holes that have been dug up, and you can tell they were dig holes and spades, and from a metal detector list, and they weren't covered back over, and there was one at least that big of a hole, and the clog was just right next to it, kind of thing. And that's what really pissed me off, because that's what gives us, the proper people who cares and wants to learn the trade, the hobby, and trying to get permissions, when you got idiots going out and digging holes and not covering them. Now you think about it, you scan, the ground, you might get a target, It takes anything from 3 to 5 minutes to dig the hole and find the actual item that your metal detector found. Then you can, then you got to pinpoint it, And when you found it, it's taken anything between 3 to 5 minutes, How long does it take to cover a hole up? 20 seconds? Now, when I was out the other day, you know, I found several holes, and I mean big holes, and I had to, like, you know, wow, bloody hell, you know, someone's been over here, milk detected, and not covered their holes up, and that's what gives us a bad name. So stop doing it and bloody cover your holes up, yeah. Because you know, if I ever go across there again and I see someone milk detecting, and I notice they're not covering their holes up, I'm going to take photos of them or video, and I'm going to right go at them, and I'm going to report them, and hopefully they get kicked off the land, you know, kind of thing. Because like, this shouldn't be happening, you know. That's why we can't get permission most of the time, because arseholes like that dig up massive holes and they don't cover them up, you know, kind of thing. And there were several big holes in that area where I was the other day. You know, it is a part of a location I do go to, but I don't go there regular, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, I was so sick and tired of seeing these holes. I did cover a couple back up, but before I did, I actually scanned over them, and there were signals, but I didn't, you know, bother digging the signals, because I'm pretty sure if they were crappy signals, that's why the last person who was there didn't take them out, and didn't cover the hole up again, you know, kind of thing. And I think it's just more iron signals that, you know, what was in there, actually, being honest with you. It really, like, annoyed me that I saw, like, several holes dug within, like, for like 20, 30 meters of each other. And, like, you know, those bloody big holes. And it weren't in just one part of the location, it was in, like, a second part as well. So someone's been going over there, milk detecting, and, you know, not covering holes up. And I think that's, like, wrong, you know, because that's what gives us a bad name, you know, kind of thing. But if I ever go over there and I see someone milk detecting, and he, you know, I see that he's not covering his holes up, I will have a go at him. I will. I don't care how big or how tall he is. I will have a go at him. And if I can, I'll take fucking videos of him, and I'll take it to the landowner and say, look, this is the guy who's been digging holes in your land. Do you know him? If so, you need to, like, ban him from here, because he's not, you know, covering holes up, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, you know, always cover your holes up, please, because, like, you know, it does give us a bad name. That's why we can't get permissions in certain places, because idiots like that don't cover their holes up. But anyway, as I say, the weather is crappy over at the moment. I'm not sure when I'm at next, because over the next 2 weeks it's forecast as like windy, gales, rain, overcast, cloudy. The only day which looks okay at the moment is Wednesday. Tomorrow, Sunday, it's okay from like 7 till midday. You know, I could do tomorrow maybe, but it means, like, sorting all my gear out again, because I've got my metal detector and my spade sorted out for my permission. But if it's going to be, like, rainy tomorrow, it ain't even worth me going out tomorrow, because time I get out there, I'll only have about an hour. So I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to have to wait in until we get some decent weather, and then upload the content when I come home, if I can get out. But it has been raining over it quite a lot. Like Digger Dawn said on her video yesterday, which I watched, although she's been busy and she's not been able to get out, you know, the weather has been really crappy over here. I mean, really, really crappy. And I don't want to be going out in a cold, wet, miserable, rainy day and catching, like, a flu or pneumonia or something, and ending up being in bed for days and even weeks. So, you know, if you subscribe to me, just keep an eye out on my channel, hit that notification, and then you'll know if and when I upload some new videos. But I can't really do much with non-working pinpointers anyway. You know, I've had to fall back on using the pinpointer on the bloody milk detector, or just, you know, trying to find out where the item is, and then just like doing like Akachika does when he hasn't got a pinpointer. He just grabs it and put it underneath the coil, and hopefully you got it in within the first 1 or 2 scoops with your hand, kind of thing, you know. But I ain't gonna be sorting out those 2 knackered 40 Gold Hunter pinpointers. I'm not going to be cheated out of like something which I spent money on. Both people have said that they're going to send me replacement ones. One of them said, like, you know, well, if you close the return dispute, then we'll send you one. I said, no, I'm not closing it down until I get it sent to me. And they said, oh, we'll send you one. You know, we are honest and trustworthy, you know. We don't want to be, like, losing our shop and our reputation. You know, we will be sending one out as soon as possible, but you got to realise it's Christmas time now, and, like, you know, it's going to take a little while for it to get through the postal system. I said, I don't care. I said, you send me one out, send me the tracking, and once I've got a tracking and I know it's been sent out, then I may close the return then. But I won't close it until I've actually got the pinpointer. Then I'll close it down. Then I'll possibly, like, hopefully got a working pinpointer and send them the 41 back. You know, I've been caught out a couple of times on eBay where they said, oh, like, you know, close the dispute down and we'll send you a replacement one. And I never got a replacement or a refund. So be wary with some of these eBay sellers with a Chinese address on, but a UK business eBay account, yeah. Because you know, I've noticed that a lot of people have been cheated out of, like, either not getting a replacement one or not getting a refund, or, you know, the post has been like, oh, we send one that day, and it takes like 4 or 5 weeks for it to be delivered to you, because they're not sending it from the UK, they're getting it sent, you know, via China or somewhere, you know. And that's what happened to me before. You know, they said they were going to send a replacement one, and they couldn't take out the UK stock. They had to get it sent to me through China, and I waited like 6 weeks, and I still hadn't got it, and I put a dispute in, and I was able to get my money back, just. But I still had to pay out more money to buy the thing what I believe I needed, you know, kind of thing. It's like, at the moment, I've ordered a battery for one of my laptops, yeah, and the seller said it's been sent out, and it's been like 9 days, and it hasn't turned up. So I put a dispute in about it, and they said, well, look, you know, we would send you another one out, but we can't send it through Royal Mail because Royal Mail is not allowed to take batteries. So, like, they refunded me. And I was kind of, like, disappointed because I needed the battery for the laptop. So I've just gone and ordered another battery from a different company. But when they said that they sent it out, I thought, hang on a minute, although it's a different company name, it's the same bloody address. And they sent it through Hermes, and even this one is at the location where apparently they reckon the first one got lost in the postal services at Rugby, and that's why they had to refund me. So I've just ordered the second, you know, for the second time, another battery from what I thought was another company. And when I went to do the tracking, again, it's been sent to Rugby, you know, kind of thing. I think, I mean, I need to check this postal address from the company. And to my surprise, it's the same bloody company address, but they're just using different company names on 2 or 3 accounts. So I don't know if I'm going to get this battery or not, to be honest with you. So, you know, I just got to wait and see how it goes now. But yeah, be careful buying stuff off eBay, you know, especially pinpointers as well. I've heard and seen that they've got like these Garrett pinpointers out now for about between 20 and £23 knockoff ones. So be wary on those. I'm not going to be buying one. If I buy Garrett, it'd be like, you know, one which is more expensive, and like I know it's got like good reputation and from company such like Detectortronics or from Garrett himself or someone, someone who's got like a respectable metal detecting group business, and I buy it from them. I've been stupid enough buying, these ones from bloody Chinese sites, and it's just screwed me over in one way, I suppose. But anyway, I'm going to go. Throat's getting a bit sore now. As I say, the videos, if they are long ones, I'll probably put them into 2 parts. Upload one part one day and the second part the second day, so you ain't have to be bored watching, an hour and a half long video with me moaning and bitching about things, as well as finding some decent stuff, if I can find some decent stuff. All right, catch you later. Have a good weekend. Ciao.